Kia ora koutou katoa, nau mai hara mai ki te ao Hākinakina, your sports show here at Te Koremako, Taranaki 94.8 or 98.4. Your Tribal Pulse whānau here today with Brent Holswich. As we know, darts is a bit of a worldwide phenomenon on television as huge crowds kind of flock to support their superstars. And this weekend we have our very own Taranaki Darts Open Tournament right here in our back doorstep. So we're very fortunate to have Brent Holswich, who's with the Taranaki Darts Association, here with us today, sharing his take on the world of darts. So welcome, Brent.
Yeah, kia ora, welcome. Thanks for having us.
Kia ora. So ko wai koe no he koe. What's your role with Taranaki Darts and where are you from, Brent?
I'm local, born and bred. And the darts, I'm a life member of the Taranaki Darts Association. Darts is a family sport. My grandparents were involved, my parents were involved, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, all involved in darts. And yeah, just love it so much, you just keep participating.
That's awesome, mate. So how did you get into darts? You mentioned your family obviously were into darts, but what was it that attracted you to the sport?
As kids and that, we just participated as family at home. So parents played darts, so we just threw against each other at home, played basic, couple of basic games. American cricket, it's got a whole lot of different names around the country, around the world, but American cricket's just targeting specific numbers and doubles and triples on the board. Anything else?
Awesome. So, sorry, pressed the wrong button there, bro. So how long have you played the sport and who are some of your darts heroes?
I've played the sport for probably nearly 40 years. I've only got back into playing competitive darts in 2006 when my younger brother came back from Australia and he wanted to put a team in, so we've been participating in it since then. Probably the last 10 years, I think I started going away to a lot of the tournaments and the nationals, playing New Zealand nationals and that.
Awesome, man. And so for those viewers that are at home or those listening in, what are some of the kind of basic rules of darts?
Basic rules, okay. So you've got throwing your dart at the board, basic, nice and simple. Knowing how to count helps. Not necessarily a major, but it does help. Depends on what tournament you're participating in. You've got a straight start, which means just throwing at the board, scoring right from the start. 501 down, so you start with 501 and you subtract your score off down to a finish or a double, and you can only go out on a double, which is the outside ring on the dartboard.
Awesome. Obviously, you see it on TV. World Darts kind of goes off. It's a bit. They have those awesome crowds over in Europe, and everyone kind of rips into it. What do you think it is that kind of makes it such a crowd pleaser for everybody?
I don't know. It's darts is just a sport you either love or hate, mate, because it's so competitive. You get frustrated with yourself when you're missing the finishing targets, and you get and you're ecstatic when you hit it. It's just one of those things you can be on or off. It doesn't make any difference. And it's a sport that you can participate with players who are playing at the highest levels in your country and things like that.
So I understand that there's a guy, New Zealander, Māori guy called Haupai Puha, who set the stage for us over worldwide pretty much. How has it been to see him on the big stage representing his country and his people?
It's been good. We've had a couple of guys have an opportunity before him, and he's the first one to take at that level. So well done to him. He's a great guy. He's got, he just loves the sport. He loves his promoting of the sport, and he will talk to anybody. He doesn't care who you are. He won't snob you.
Nice. So who are some of the, obviously he's a legend in the game, but who are some of the other local darts legends and how well is darts supported here locally in Taranaki?
Taranaki. Taranaki, we've got 3 associations for the council darts, which is your straight start, double finish darts. And then you've got all your Clubs NZ sports clubs. They play what's known as charter darts, which is a double start, double finish darts. So there's quite a few of the clubs around Taranaki in that. The 3 associations incorporated with council darts in Taranaki is South Taranaki Darts, based in Kaponga, Waitara Darts, based at the Waitara DS&C, and Taranaki Darts, which is based at Waimea Bowling Club in Westtown.
Awesome. And is any of the local dart players kind of, gone forward in the game and represented New Zealand in any way? Or
we had a local guy, Mark Cleaver. He's now living in Hamilton. He's from Stratford, played here for us locally. Won New Zealand singles and things like that. It's pretty much at the moment. There's a lot of guys chasing it now, so the sports.
I think I might have met Mark at my my stepdad's house, Tossie's house. They were doing a bit of darts there too at their place.
Yeah, well, I played Tossie last night.
Oh, cool. Small world. So, hey, we have the Taranaki Darts Open Tournament, I think it is, this weekend. Yep. Do you have any details about this and how people might be able to come along and watch and support?
Okay, so tomorrow or Friday, we have our teams event, which is teams of 4, starting 10 a.m. in the morning. Still room if it's, unfortunately this is going to be after the tournament, but yeah, there's still room there if people want to come along for a look. On Saturday is the New Zealand ranked singles and World Dart Federation ranked singles, so it's incorporating players from New Zealand. We've got a couple of people from outside the country participating as well. That starts at 10 o'clock in the morning as well. They do a section play or group play, and then qualifying for the qualifying rounds, and then they'll do a knockout stage going right down to the final. And then on Sunday is a pairs tournament, which is similar format. Yeah.
Well, that's really awesome. So people coming from overseas to play, it must be a pretty big tournament. I did see the flyer, a bit of prize money involved too. Is that right?
Oh yes, there's definitely some good prize money. The main one that a lot of them come for is for the singles competition, but we try to make it enjoyable for a whole weekend or 3 days, and try to keep the prize money out for those as well, so that they stick around and support the clubs.
Awesome. And so does some of these, the results from this tournament go to the national rankings and stuff like that? Is that correct?
Yes, from the singles, yes. So there's a national ranking system with New Zealand Dart Council, but it's also a World Dart Federation ranking system, which allows players to make it to the opportunity to represent New Zealand in the World Cup darts and things like that. And we've had a couple of guys go through, Ben Robb, Hopai Puha, Cody Harris, they've all been through over there. Bernie, what's Bernie's last name? Bernie Smith from down south and that, yeah.
Awesome. And what about is there any wahine, any ladies that play a bit of darts?
There's a good ladies competition. We've got our own local girl, Kayla Hitch. She's been selected to go along to the World Darts Masters in England in end of October, I think, coming up. Playing in that. Earns herself enough ranking points to participate in that. Then you've got New Zealand's top ladies coming here, Nicole Rigno, Desi Mercer, Wendy Harper, they're usually there as well. And these are ones that play and represent New Zealand in World Cups and things like that as well.
Awesome. So I suppose you've been privy to seeing the list of players that are playing this weekend. Is there any kind of favourites you think might be in for the win?
Yeah, last year was won by a local boy, beat Ben Robb in the final.
Wow, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen. People ask me, how many entries are there? Says, it's not up to me. I don't want to know. I'll just turn up and play the game. If you want to know, you contact this club secretary.
Yeah, that's the one. Awesome. So how can people get involved in darts? Like what like if someone wants to go and give darts a crack, like how do they get involved?
Okay, your best bet there would be to start off with just some local clubs. Take people on. We do our Wednesday nights as it's a competition night, so it's into teams. But if you want to get into darts and start then, look at your local clubs. So you've got there's West Town Dart Club, Two Copper Darts, your Plymouth Club, Waitara DS&C, Waitara Town and Country, Almada Darts, and then you got the ones outside the New Plymouth district as well.
It's really
South
awesome.
Taranaki Darts.
That's awesome, mate. Are you expecting a big crowd this weekend for the tournament?
Well, we're hoping to. I think we had about, in the singles men's, just in the men's competition last year, we had about 78 players.
Wow. That's awesome. And of all age ranges, or?
Yep, it's all ranges. Youth participating right up to, we have guys in their 60s and that playing as well, 70s.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I love a bit of darts. It's always a good little family affair when you get a few of the tribe together to throw a few darts around, as long as they're thrown at the board.
yeah, that's it. Well, Taranaki Darts, Taranaki now has a junior youth academy. So if juniors and youth want to get participated, it's the Taranaki Darts junior youth. They're on Facebook. So,
oh, that's awesome. Well, mate, hey, Brent, thank you for your time today and your dedication to darts here in Taranaki and abroad. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know yourself in the sport, and obviously to see how strong it is here in Taranaki and around the Motu. So for our whānau out there that are tuned in to listen to our interview with Brent today, make sure you get out and support the Taranaki Open Darts Tournament this weekend at 29A Waimea Street in New Plymouth. So get along and enjoy some darts whānau. This tournament only comes around once every year, so make sure you get down there. Thanks again, Brent. All the best for this weekend. Wish you all the best for the rest of the year and look forward to tuning in with you again sometime soon.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.